Imagine it's Monday morning, you're getting in your car, you go to start your car, and it's making the weirdest noise you've ever heard. So you know that something is clearly off, and your response is to get out of the car and go and put more gas in the car. Hold on, let me explain. Sit tight. We're gonna get into it. Then we go back in the driver's seat. We go to start the car, and again, it's making this weird noise. Something is clearly wrong, but you're gonna get out of the car and you're gonna put more gas because it wasn't enough. So this is clearly gonna do it. So for a third time, you're gonna sit in that driver's seat. You're gonna turn that key, and your car is still making this weird noise. And so now you're stumped. Now you don't know what to do because you thought gas was the workouts. Hi, I'm Wendy. I have been a women's fitness coach for 7 years, and this is a conversation that I've had over and over and over again because for the last 7 years, I've watched women do this with their bodies, except instead of the gas, guess what it is, chat? It's workouts. In today's video, I just want to talk. I want to talk to you about my experience the last 7 years, what I've seen, and why I am now deciding to niche down after years of saying I would never niche down and I would never niche down. Ultimately, it came down to the fact that I've never been a weight loss coach. And I want to get into this, explain how women's bodies compare to cars, how you can start to get your body working back the way that it's supposed to be, and where my business is shifting, what I'll be doing, all of the things. So let's get into it. If you don't have anything to drink, I am drinking a little matcha, and then I have my bottled water, although we're working on cutting out the bottled water. Stick around. So many good things on this channel. But first, because chat, we have a lot to dive into today. So I'm going to take you back to that car example, right? You are probably sitting here watching me on your screen thinking, Wendy, if your car is making a noise, gas is clearly not the answer. And girl, you feel my pain because that is what I feel when you are on the other side of my screen telling me how workouts are going to fix your body. Because although are such a great tool and such a great resource, it is not this magical potion, and it is definitely, most definitely not a one size fits all. We live in a generation where you have social media at your fingertips and you're getting told every 5 seconds what the best thing for your body is. I'm here to let you know that it's a lot deeper than that. It's honestly part of the reason that I decided to niche down and the reason that I'm going the direction that I'm going. But let's start first with how a car compares with your body so that you can understand, and then everything else will make sense. When we look at a car and it's making a noise, if it has enough gas, then naturally we're going to look at the oil. Then if the oil's good, we might check the brake pads. Is it our brakes, first of all? Is it our brake pads? Even with that, there's 2 layers there that we have to check, right? And then my mind is blanking for some reason, but let's just say the alternator, right? We're going to check the alternator on your vehicle. We know to check all these things, but for some reason, we are just so disconnected from our body, and we think that weight loss is what we're after, that we don't do that when it comes to our bodies. We don't naturally say, okay, well, how has my sleep been? How have my stress levels been? What has my food looked like? Have I even been eating enough? When was the last time I had a full serving of whole food veggies? We don't. We just naturally say, I clearly need to get more steps in. I clearly need to work out. I need to treadmill. I need. When in reality, sis, your body is a machine, and there's so many things that us as women are deficient in, are lacking in, that if you're waking up with brain fog, if you are getting your full 8 hours of sleep and you're still waking up feeling tired, sis, if your body is exhausted, even though you feel like you have energy for the day, if your digestive system is just wacky all the time, if no matter how good you eat, you end up binging over the weekend. There's so many things underneath that could be causing that. For example, a super easy thing that is the first question I ask my clients is, how was your sleep? because just even not getting enough sleep, sis, means the next day your cravings are going to be at an all-time high. Your hunger is going to be at an all-time high because guess what? Your body didn't get enough time to do everything that it needed to do. Instead of an 8-hour shift, she got a 6-hour shift, girl, and she couldn't finish the job. And so now we're starting from depletion, and then you're going to go work out at the end of your day. That sometimes, sis, depending on your lifestyle, and this is why you work with a coach, and this is why you talk to your coach and let them know what your lifestyle looks like. Because yes, some days working out and the type of workout that you do is going to be the answer. It is going to help you de-stress your body. But then there's a lot of times where I tell my clients, you are not working out today. I need you to go home and take a 10-minute breathing reset, because your body is so overstimulated. You are just go, go, go. That stress levels are here. And when stress levels are here, there's no weight loss happening. So you can go to the gym, sis, but the weight loss girl, she stayed at home. She stayed in bed when we didn't get enough sleep last night. She's waiting for you to come back and get your full 8 hours so that she can actually happen. We think that as soon as we get the workout in, we feel like we did something. When in reality, if you just focus on your food that day, if you just focus on not stressing yourself out that day, because again, your body is already under so much stress. There are so many and so many, so many layers that I can go into. I want to make this video a little bit short, but hopefully you are understanding that when you're after weight loss, ultimately weight loss means that your body is working the way that it's supposed to be. We're treating it well, we're feeding it well, we're using movement as something that we do, not a punishment. We're not looking at this as just weight loss because your body has to be taken care of. Weight loss is a job. We can't attach new jobs to your body if we haven't even set it up for success. And ultimately, that's what we're doing with my coaching. And the last few months, my work has been changing so much in the way that in my check-in calls, you guys were talking about the somatics behind everything. We're talking about what conversations have you not been having that your body's holding on to? What, as their business is growing, my clients, I work with some of the coolest women. Their businesses are taking off. So, okay, your business is growing. That means that now the care that you have to take care that you have to use for you and your body has to grow as well, because you are the business. And so our body has to be able to hold capacity to that too. We can't just eat the microwave meals. That is not going to get our bodies the nutrients that we need. And so with that being said, I guess this is kind of my formal announcement that I will be transitioning onto only coaching women who are thinking about becoming mothers, who are currently pregnant and want to ensure that they have a good, healthy, nutrient dense pregnancy, and then moms postpartum. One big reason is that village. As women, the last few years, I've watched my friends do pregnancy alone. I've watched my friends not have support during, after pregnancy, and them just for some reason be conditioned that they had to attack it all alone. And so as I get ready to step into that in the next 3 to 5 years, I'm being very intentional and I'm starting to build my village now, because I don't want to navigate pregnancy alone. And I don't believe that women should be alone in that. I think back on the way that I was raised, surrounded by my tias and tios, and I kid you guys not, at all times, I don't think my mom ever really held us. It was my tios. There was always somebody coming to grab us out of my mom's arms. And I just loved that my mom had that support, and we had so many people to be part of our village. I love that experience of growing up, and I want my kids to have support. I want to not feel alone and like I have to do everything. Um, and then the second reason is because, again, we're taking malnourished women and now we're getting pregnant, and now we're having malnourished babies, and we don't even give them a chance, you guys. And being completely honest, that's what happened with me. My mother was an immigrant at 20. She didn't know what she was doing. She just wanted this baby so bad. And she thought she was doing everything in her control to give me the best setup as possible. But being from Mexico and then coming into the US, there was a lot of things that were different. The way that she was eating was different. She got gestational diabetes, all of these things that she was 20. Her body was in tip top shape, yet she was having all these struggles. And every pregnancy after that was worse and worse and worse. You guys know my story. The reason I'm in this industry is because I was such a sick child, and even to this day suffer from chronic migraines that I've been able to lessen and lessen and lessen, and uh, health issues that have completely gone away because of my lifestyle. And I'm delusional enough to take care of mind, body, and soul and do everything that I need to do for my body to get healthy. I'm 31 now, but I'm going to be 61 one day. And so the way that I see it is my goal is to nurture these women, to get these women running in tip top shape so that when we have babies, we not only have the healthiest babies physically and biologically, but also mentally, spiritually, because they have moms who were taken care of, who were supported, who felt good, who knew they were doing everything that they could for themselves, for their baby, for their future family. I don't think women realize this, but childbirth is so dangerous. The amount of women that die in childbirth is, I didn't want to get the statistic because I didn't want to say it on here, but it is very, very high. And I don't think we realize that. And again, as somebody who is preparing to go into motherhood, I take that very seriously. And I want to be around for my kids. I also don't want to end up worse after. There's already so many things that can go wrong. There's so many complications that I just want to know that I did everything that I possibly could. So again, even though I'm not looking to get pregnant anytime soon, at least not for the next 3 to 5 years, I'm starting now because I need to be able to build the business, to continue to coach my girls, to build the lifestyle, to see what that's even going to look like, to make sure that I can hold capacity, mind, body, soul, and then my partner as well, right? So before we ever bring a baby into this world, I want to just make sure that I don't lose myself. That's really it. And so I can't think of just a more perfect group of women to work with than women who understand that it's not about us, women who understand that it changes with us, and women who are willing to do whatever it takes to give their kids the best chance at the best health possible, because without our health we are nothing. And the only reason I can continue to push forward and chase my passions and do these things is because I have a body that allows me to do so. And the second that this body is not healthy, even if I wanted to continue, I cannot. So I'm just so grateful, and I'm getting a little emotional. But again, I'm just so excited to teach women that, hey, workouts is not the one size fits all and the answer to everything. Let's actually take care of you. And through taking care of you, the weight loss is naturally going to happen. Your body's going to start to work better. The energy, the brain fog, everything shifts when you just take care and devote yourself to you. So my name is Wendy. This is Strong Her. Thank you for watching this. Tune in for the next episode, and I'm just very excited about this big move. Our newest activation will be July 17th for a somatic dance, where I'll be showing you a little bit of the work that I do with my clients, along with announcing the opening of my containers, and ultimately doors will open. If this is something that resonated, if you have been looking for somebody who looks at you more than just a number, I do not coach bodies, I coach women, and we're going to lead a lot more than just workouts and a meal plan. If I can do it, you can do it. You're worth it, and you should start over as many times as it needs to, because that's what I did. We'll see you next time.